What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Mass Effect 3. So we are gonna go make the rounds on the Normandy this episode, and see what Liara and Garrus and everybody else has to say about our new Prothean guest on board the ship. And then I think we'll go check the message terminal. We should have some things to go do back at the Citadel, so this will be another little interim episode before we head to the Grissom Academy. And as always, please do leave a like and a comment if you want to help feed this one into the algorithm. Help this video get out there a little. I would greatly appreciate it.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Not exactly happy days for him.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
He has Prothean Notes, 2186, Entry 1. The things this Prothean must have seen. If they had the technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years, no wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings. But Goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization? Attached notes on Protheans, so she's already studying him. I guess, at least she's not too disappointed, right? He definitely won't be what she expected. She thought they were in some kind of like cultural renaissance, and it turns out they're just conquerors. But you could see she was taken aback by the way he talked about just bringing other races into the fold against their will. But that's what the Roman Empire did, and that's basically what every civilization ever has done, really. It's only this cycle that managed to avoid that.
Seen a lot of crazy things in my time on the Normandy, Shepard. A talking Reaper, a talking plant, and now a real live talking Prothean. Hell of a thing, waking up to find everything you know is destroyed. But I imagine the chance to get some payback is consolation.
And he's very motivated
against the Reapers.
Yeah, the fact that he's so motivated to get revenge is going to be a great benefit for us.
Side of fried Turian. I don't know about Liara, but I'm not taking that one for the team.
Boiled Asarian fried Turian. Wouldn't you actually boil the Turian, given that they kind of have like that shell on them?
If this war goes south, maybe we could freeze you for 50,000 years, Shepard. You could go from being merely famous to legendary.
Oh, I think I'm already legendary, Garrus. Who else do you know that's killed 3 Reapers?
How's it going?
Pretty good. Let's see if Chakwas has anything for us. I think Diana Allah's doesn't have anything for us for a pretty long time. I think it's only like 2 or 3 priority missions throughout the whole campaign she'll have commentary on, but we'll check.
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back.
You
I
and me
wanted
both.
to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them. Hello, Commander.
I think scars look pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't want half my face blown off like Garrus, but if I could get a, you know, like the edgy scar from like Dark Souls fantasy games where it's kind of like down the eye. Verso had it too inside Claire Obscure. That scar would be okay, like a little eye scar. Or the eyebrow scar that everybody fake puts on themselves that a lot of boxers have from the cuts they get when they take punches, things like that. Some scars are pretty cool. It's a shame we can't have Javik, like, tour the rest of the ship. It would be cool to have him in all these different rooms, like, describing what he can pick up from certain things. So that's everybody talked to there. I guess we can check engineering. We can go back to Javik and see if he has any new dialogue in Grunt's room, and then if not, we'll see if Donnelly and everybody else has any comments.
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones he encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes, I suppose it was.
For what it's worth, I agree with what Javik said about that there. I wouldn't want to continue to live like that, stripped of my soul.
I still have much to learn about this.
My very being, because those Protheans, they weren't, hell, they had nothing, right? All the organic stuff had been replaced by tech. They couldn't communicate by themselves. They could barely function. The level of indoctrination and tech implants on them meant that they could only do like base brain functions without being directly controlled.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? Edie agrees with me.
But unlike Edie, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over Edie's body when he does that. When Edie controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
I'm inclined to agree with Adams here.
Edie can direct the Normandy with her thoughts. She sees, hears, and feels through the ship's sensor arrays. The Normandy is her body.
I've seen Edie's body, and its curves are a fine sight better than the Normandy's hull.
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
I like how she hit like the full philosophical stuff right there.
Still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
That's a cool little callback.
Power grid is in the green.
Commander?
Adams. Yeah, so we're done here. And then nobody's down on the deck to speak to there. Let's see what Alice has to say.
Newest crew member.
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So yeah, I've seen him. Just wondering.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automat on cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup.
We have automat now, so it just makes you look like you're a cake face. Interesting. Personally, I'm not too big of a fan of makeup. I think women look better without it. I understand it makes them feel pretty and stuff.
You may want to check in on shuttle pilot Cortez down in the armory.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I understand that a lot of them. So I like eye makeup and I'm okay with lipstick, but all the like the foundation and all the stuff they put all over their face. Like I've literally had a woman hug me, and when she like broke the hug, part of her face was like still on my body from how much makeup she was wearing. I can't stand stuff like that.
On Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue.
It might help us with our Crucible project though, right? Get everyone up to speed on the Prothean language.
Commander?
Check the message terminal. Okay, so we got ANN alert on news article on Eden Prime from Alliance News Network information partners. Alliance officials confirm a local resistance movement has successfully pushed Cerberus forces off Eden Prime. I bet the Elusive Man's livid about that. I guess the reports we read were right. Once they figured out that they were understaffed there, they got kicked off pretty quick. Cerberus attacked Eden Prime for reasons that remain unclear and set up facilities to occupy the colony. But after constant attacks from a united populace, Cerberus troops retreated. Alliance officials are sending in evacuation transports now to get colonists off-world before Reaper forces reach the colony. We owe this victory to the Alliance, Resistance leader Edward Crabb said in a prepared statement. The people of Eden Prime have always been ready to fight, but Alliance intel gave us the tools we needed to push those Cerberus bastards off our planet. Many Resistance fighters have said they plan to enlist to support the Alliance. Good men. And that whatever they found there in the dig site, well, I'm sure will help with the Crucible project. Again, I don't know what the hell the Elusive Man was doing with them, but like they said in the reports, they were never going to be seen by their families again. They went off to a dig site with slave labor and were just never seen again. Spectre status confirmed from Ashley Williams. Commander, Udina made an offer, and I accepted. I'm a Spectre. Can't believe it. With everything falling apart, does this even mean anything? All the authority, the resources, freedom, the whole scary package, but I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Come by the hospital if you get a chance. They're still keeping me here, but I'm planning on sneaking out soon. Ashley. I think she is a great candidate for a human Spectre, actually. And again, there ain't many in the galaxy that we've met. She'll be number 5, technically, now that we'll actually officially meet her as a Spectre next time we're on board the Citadel. She'll only be the 5th we've met, and I think she's a very good choice. Meet me on the Citadel from Miranda Lawson. Commander, I heard about your stay with the Alliance. I can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. It's safer in person. You'll find me on the Citadel by Bay D24, Miranda. Okay, so we're definitely hitting the Citadel then. We're gonna finish the rounds on the Normandy, and then we're gonna hit straight to the Citadel. Because you have to talk to Miranda. There's gonna be 3 occasions where it's important to speak to Miranda. And if not, you're gonna get some real bad consequences later in the game. So it's important to make sure you go do those. That's the first of that chain.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Why are you seem overly concerned with the bouncing, Joker?
How's our new visitor adjusting to the ship, Edie?
He appears not to understand the human custom of separate-sex restroom facilities. I am attempting to enlighten him. I will update you if there is positive progress.
Is he trying to use like the woman's bathroom or something?
Update me if he doesn't get the message.
Very well. Hello, Shepard.
Hello,
Hello,
Edie.
Shepard.
Okay. Now, Trainer told us that she wanted us to go speak to Cortez, and I guess we'll get James Vega's opinion on the Prothean too. He has a lot of comments about the Alliance members getting executed back on Eden Prime, but we didn't end up taking him because I feel like that mission is better served with the original crew. At least it always seemed that way to me.
They're everywhere. You just get taken too. I can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields.
We went down looking at the recording.
I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
They get abducted by collectors.
You were talking to him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main
But he was
colony.
probably melted down
Robert
then.
managed to
We
get
never got a
outside
chance
the
to
field
save
the
that.
collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits. There's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here, anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you.
I would hope so.
It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
Not like the whole fate of the galaxy is at stake every time you're behind that pilot seat.
Sure.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing a little better now at least. James, you have any commentary?
I still can't believe it. A real live Prothean. Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear the guy's not all there. Exactly. Damn. I can't imagine. Brought forward 50,000 years. Last of your kind. That's bound to screw with your mind.
Wouldn't exactly make you happy.
Well, here's hoping he can help us with the Reapers. I'll bet the elusive man's boiling in his brandy right about now. Took that Prothean right out from under him.
The more boiling, the better. Fuck him.
Hey.
It's too bad that Javik wasn't a scientist, right? Imagine if we had managed to recover a Prothean scientist, man. Who had, like, remembered all that stuff about the Citadel and the Crucible Project. That would be a hell of an assist on the war. Thing might be over quite quickly if that was the case. Unfortunately, though. Alright, so I don't think we have anywhere else in the galaxy to go before we head back to the Citadel. I did go ahead in between episodes and hit up the Ismar Frontier. We got those, the prototypes taken care of for the Citadel. We have the war assets there. That's all 100% already. Yeah, and then this is where we're going next before we hit the Anos Basin for the diplomats. So let's head on back to the Citadel. Do the rounds. We'll talk to Liara, and we might even have the bartender scene available. I'm not sure. We might need to do a couple more priority missions first, but we might have the bartender scene available. The docks will make it real easy to talk to Miranda too.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I do not.
I'll handle it.
Make my own way.
Yes, Commander.
Miranda wanted to meet us right here in the docks, and we can already see her right over there. But if you're ever curious, if you have something to do here, again, just open the map. It'll be right there. And you can do this too. So in the embassies we have Udina, Bailey, Puerto Memorial, Dr. Michelle, Thane, and Ashley. Points of interest here, Arya to look, and the James, that's in the bar, the Purgatory bar. And then in the Presidium Commons, we just have Liara. And then we're down here, Kelly Chambers and Garrus. But that's what I like to do to check if we have any relevant stuff. You just open up the maps and cycle through. I see you, Miranda.
Commander Shepard. It's been far too long. We live in interesting times.
A little too interesting.
I couldn't get anywhere near you when the Alliance had you locked up.
Right.
Relieved of duty. It was complicated.
I'm sure it was. I'm surprised they didn't court-martial you. The Alliance isn't known for its flexibility.
Doesn't matter now.
Shepard, about Earth.
Countless people lost their lives within minutes. The Reapers are everything we feared.
They should have listened to you a long time ago. I'm sorry, Shepard.
What about you? What brings you here?
I need to talk to a few people. Like you. The Citadel is a good place to meet. For now. What's the Alliance's next move?
We have a plan. It's a long shot.
Not surprising. Shepard?
When have we ever had a plan that wasn't?
Something I wanted to mention.
What is it?
I haven't heard from my sister, Oriana, for a while. I'm getting worried.
Your sister?
Yes. I don't want to overreact, but... well, there's a lot going on.
I think overreacting in a Reaper invasion is a pretty safe bet.
It's probably nothing, but I just know my father is involved.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything I had in place to make sure she was safe went dark.
What do you need from me?
I appreciate the offer, Shepard, but you have your hands full. If I need a door or two kicked down, I know just who to call. But for now, I'll be fine.
Okay. I understand.
It's not like she's not
I have
capable.
To figure this out.
You sure you don't want to tell me more?
You will.
Well, let's see what's been going on with her and Cerberus since Mass Effect 2, right? We know that they didn't take kindly to Kelly leaving, and Liara doing what she did with the Shadowbrook stuff. I'm sure they chased her down, and probably Jacob too. Elusive Man is not the kind of guy you say no to and then walk away.
Have you had any run-ins with the Elusive Man?
Just once. He said it had been a pleasure to work with me, but he needed to contain the situation.
Contain the situation. Sounds final.
It nearly was. He doesn't take rejection well.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so he tried to have her killed too.
Why do you think your father was involved in Oriana's disappearance?
I kept careful tabs on my sister. I always knew where she was. For her to just vanish, it could only be him. After I hid her away, I still knew he'd stop at nothing to find her. She's all he has left. I have a hunch what happened, but I'll fill you in when I'm certain.
I'll be ready to help if I can.
It's been a long time. What happened to you?
I've been in hiding. Being on the run from just about everyone isn't as glamorous as it sounds.
I didn't know.
It's all right. I knew there would be repercussions to walking away from Cerberus.
I imagine. You're a dangerous enemy.
I am.
If you're looking for a lead here, anyone associated with Cerberus will be hard to find.
No question. But I'm owed a few favors. Someone here will give me a tip on Oriana.
It's not like she was around here the last time all that stuff went down. So we did ask about the father, I think.
Why do you think your father was
Yeah,
involved?
we did.
After I hid her away, I have a hunch what happened.
And then we definitely talked about this, right?
I've been in hiding. Being on the run from...
Yeah, it is. You just want to make sure you hit all these dialogue lines.
I am.
We got to talk to her as often as we can and make sure we ask about every single thing.
I've got to get back to it.
And I should get out of sight.
Be careful.
No promises.
Naturally. Yeah, it's important that you make sure you get all those different dialogues with Miranda for various reasons. In fact, she can sometimes spawn directly after here. I've had it happen to me a couple times where she spawned here on the apartments of the Commons before she's meant to. Doesn't always happen, but it happens sometimes. So worth keeping an eye out on that too.
Commander Shepard.
Next up, we'll go to Huerta Memorial and speak to Ash. We already got the final dialogue for the Asari over here. She was discharged and asked for a gun, and then this Asari said she'd see what she could do. That gun request goes to the Spectre Requisitions Office. Do not authorize that. Do not give the PTSD Asari a firearm. That will have consequences later that you do not want to deal with. I assure you. We have any new with you, Thane?
I'm flattered.
We don't.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. Perhaps we will keep up.
We have nothing new with Thane. I don't think we have anything new to turn in with any of the doctors inside here too, but we'll do the quick swing. My gamer brain wouldn't forgive me if I didn't. There's so much random stuff that can pop up here. I feel like I'm missing something every time I don't do a quick swing around all these little cubbies in here. So much stuff can just pop up. It's impossible for me not to at least check. Ash is obviously going to be in that room where she's been the whole time. We'll take a quick swing down this corridor.
Excellent. No, not at all. I'm just glad we'll be able to help your people.
This is the guy we returned those artifacts to from the Ismar frontier, so if you haven't done that yet, but you've been following along, go hit the Ismar frontier and bring it back to that Solarian. He upgrades your war assets pretty good. And here's Ash. Up and walking around.
Up and around.
Yeah.
Everything all right?
I guess. Oh, I took Udina's offer.
Spectre status. Congratulations.
Seems small compared to what's going on.
You ready for the responsibilities of a Spectre?
Doesn't feel real yet. Maybe it'll sink in. I don't know what duties I'll have. Everything's a mess right now. What do you think of all this?
It's hell of a time to become a Spectre, Ash. You're gonna have a lot of duties given that we're in the middle of the galactic extinction.
You're a fine soldier with an impressive record. You deserve this.
Thanks.
Grandfather would be proud.
Means a lot coming from you. He said we'll have the official ceremony soon. Once I'm out of here.
And after? Any plans to come back to the Normandy?
If I have anything to say about it, yes.
I'm glad. You feeling better?
I'm fine. Other than the pile of paperwork the doc's gonna throw at me. Sorry I'm so distracted, Shepard. It's just...
What's going on?
I heard from my mom. They got out in time. They're okay.
Good. That's good news.
It is.
Did your sister make it to the Citadel?
She did. But... her husband was killed in action.
I'm sorry, Ash.
Thanks. Yeah. Sarah wasn't much for the military life. We were all surprised when they got married.
It's probably going to be the situation in a lot of the galaxy. What did Garrus say? 85% killed in action. It's not like many people get out of there with just a flesh wound.
I wonder how many families are getting torn apart by the Reapers.
I don't want to think about it. Seems hopeless sometimes.
Don't blame yourself for this, Ashley.
I know. But I'm her big sis, you know? In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced or cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed.
What's that from?
Invictus by Henley. One of my dad's sappy poets.
It's about not giving up.
Right. My sister wants to do a thing at the memorial.
Very good poem.
Nothing fancy. Just some words about the family. It'll be tough.
Keep me posted, all right?
Will do. And thanks, Shepard.
There's actually games named after that Invictus poem for injured veterans. Very cool.
It's quiet up here.
A little too quiet if you ask me.
Weird that it's so peaceful here with what's going on.
Now you're telling me. Everybody's sticking their heads in the sand. Alright, so we hit Miranda, and then we've hit Ash. I think we'll go to the Presidium Commons next. We'll take a swing around all that place, and we'll go to Liara. We'll see if the bartender thing is available. Because that can be a little interesting dialogue. And then, I don't think we need to go to Purgatory for anything, but I will, just in case there's any dialogue quest to pick up there after we did Eden Prime. It is a priority mission, so I'm not sure if it will count towards new things spawning up around here. Because every time you do a priority mission, typically, it will upgrade quests available on the Citadel and items available for purchase inside these stores. But since that's a DLC, I don't know if that actually counts as the upgrade to all those systems. I'm just not sure. So we'll check. We'll have to check. And then we'll go to the Spectre requisitions office too, to see if the thing with Miranda is there, which probably won't be, but again, gotta check, right? I would feel like I'm throwing if I didn't at least check. And I keep coming up here because eventually there's going to be somebody that spawns up here that's having a chat and we can pick up a quest. But it doesn't look like they're here either, so we'll keep on doing the swing around just in case.
Right now, the Turians and the Alliance are fighting for you.
Bolus. Very appreciative of the whole thing.
Thinking about volunteering for a double shift.
Are you insane? We're hardly getting enough sleep as it is.
Yeah, Doctor's being overwhelmed by all the trouble and carnage on the Citadel. Yeah, it might seem a little tedious to run around looking at all this stuff, but I promise it's worth it. You get some really cool interactions if you spend the time looking. You won't have anything else with Edie and Joker here.
All proceeds from today's purchases go toward the
We can't talk to him. We can't talk to Edie, but it won't be anything new.
Displays of public affection on the Citadel. The rate seems disproportionately high.
Everybody's stressed.
Everybody could die tomorrow, Edie. Hooking up is one of the few things they can do.
I wonder if this is how the Krogan feel.
That's a great point, right? The Krogan, it's not like they're gonna have kids. So I wonder if they just hook up and have fun. The next best thing, right? Can't settle down, so at that point, just do whatever you will. It's kind of one of the major problems in Krogan society is that they don't have any reason to behave. And here is the bartender. You recognize her from Mass Effect 2.
Hey.
And from the cam feed inside the Shadow Broker's lair.
Right? Heard you're fighting the Reapers.
Matriarch Athena, you were working on Ilium. How'd you end up here?
With the Reapers making noise, I figured it was time to get somewhere safer. So I moved here.
I don't think so. I've seen some video footage of you looking at Liara.
Saw that in the Shadow Broker ship. We know something you don't think we know.
Yeah. Matriarch Benazia was her mother.
You mean you were her other mother, right?
No, I didn't pop her out. Hell, she's never even met me.
Sorry. If you were human, you'd both be called the mother, regardless of which one gave birth.
Well, I'm not human, am I? Anthropocentric bag of dicks.
You should go talk to your daughter.
Liara would love to meet you.
Why? She doesn't even know me from a hole in the ground. Benazia ran off before the kid was born. Besides, this isn't charity work. She's one of the biggest intel brokers in the galaxy. And she's got some shady connections. Like a boyfriend who used to work for Cerberus.
I only worked with Cerberus to fight the Reapers.
You can cut that line right there.
Now, I know. If you were, you wouldn't get within a light year of Liara.
Is that a threat?
I'm no commando, but I've had 1,000 years to learn to fight dirty. Nobody messes with my girl. Anyway.
Glad you know I'm her boyfriend.
Benazia and... Well, the matriarchs might have ordered a hit.
That's not gonna happen.
No argument here. I only took these crap jobs to keep the matriarchs happy that she's under control.
Just as long as we're clear. Nobody messes with my girl.
Amen.
Maybe you're good enough for her after all.
I bet she'd like to meet you.
Interesting that the matriarchs are keeping an eye on Liara and potentially organizing hits. Right. It's crossed their mind to maybe do something they shouldn't do with Liara in case she gets too many shady connections, so she took the job to keep the matriarchs happy and to keep an eye on her daughter. And I'm glad to see she approves of our relationship at least, right? But yeah, that's interesting that the matriarchs would try to take a shot at Liara. They're so concerned about that. Again, they're not the clean, functional family mothers of the galaxy they'd like to have everybody make believe that they are. They keep all that tight-knit and under wraps, but they're just as dirty as everybody else, even more so sometimes, right? They're gonna assassinate Liara. The Asari counselor is in Arya T'Lok's pocket. It's a dirty laundry list.
The bartender over there?
The matriarch hired by the Asari government to track my movements?
She's your father.
I know.
You know?
I'm a very good information broker.
And you haven't talked to her about spying on you?
If I did that, they might send someone who wasn't as sympathetic to me.
Mom.
Besides, this is hardly the time for family reunions.
Actually, I think this is exactly the time for family reunions.
Liara.
Oh, fine.
Oh, fine. At least she listened. Okay, let's go see what they're chatting about. We get a war asset update there on the Asari Second Fleet.
Come on. You can't blame the matriarchs for keeping an eye on you.
I am not my mother.
You did threaten to flay someone alive with your mind.
I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. And you bugged my office on Ilium.
That'd be the logical conclusion. Yeah.
That's not all she said. She also said what's left of them after being flayed would fit into a coffee mug. Liara don't play no games either. Anyways, happy to have instigated that family reunion. She said it's hardly the time for family, but I think it's exactly the time for family. You might never get that chance again. The Normandy might go into the next system and get blown the hell up by Reapers. You just never know.
One moment, please.
At the embassies real quick and we'll go check out the Spectre terminal. I don't think we'll have anything left. We can't do anything about Dominic or Sobo over there until we go to Benin, which is not going to be for a while. You get that quest way earlier, then you can actually take care of it. We'll have a side mission there for an N7 at some point, and that's when you can go get the dog tags of his son to explain the situation to him. Now, I'm not sure if Miranda's mission will be here yet, but I can show you what I meant about the authorizations, just so you know which ones to authorize real fast. So here's the terminal. Asari Huntress Weapons Permit. So this is the Huntress that was on Tiptree. She's forced to kill a human civilian to prevent both of them from being discovered by Reaper forces. She's repeatedly requested a permit to carry weapons on the Citadel. The request has been denied because of her paranoia and the possibility of self-inflicted harm. Spectre Authority can override these security measures and grant her the right to a firearm. We will not do that. You do want to enable the tracking, obviously, for the quest. You want to authorize partner benefits and authorize the deportation order for those guys inside the Purgatory Bar. And then, obviously, you want your engineers back. You do not want to authorize this. Just leave that where it is. Don't do it. The spoilers, I guess, for what happens and why that goes so wrong if you do that. But she'll basically freak out when the Citadel's in harm's way later, and she'll end up killing a bunch of people and hurting the defense force. So we can buy the Piranha. We have enough, but we don't have enough to where I'm comfortable spending 100% of our credits. Defender, not too interested in that. Although the ammo capacity is nice, and so is the weapon damage. That is actually the perfect gear set for us for our soldier build. Maybe later. And then here, if you ever miss anything from missions that you could have picked up, they'll spawn in here. So this is a pretty good place to come grab this stuff whenever you're on the Citadel. We'll get the ultralights for both those, because that's going to directly affect everything we do. That'll affect our power usage, which you want a lot of if you're playing a soldier. You want to be able to be tossing adrenaline and concussion blast and all that stuff. You want to throw that around like it's candy when you play this class. You can combo with yourself with the incendiary ammo. If an enemy is burning, you hit them with the concussion shot, and they'll just explode. And then biotics can pair with each other too. Eventually, what I'm going to have happen is I'm going to have Liara throw people up into a singularity. And then if you have a companion with an incendiary grenade, he tosses that in, burns everyone up. You use concussion shot, they'll all explode. Or you can have another biotic, you get her to throw them up into a singularity, and then you get them to use warp or throw on that, and then they'll all explode. But I don't think biotics can combo with themselves. As far as I know, you can't combo your own biotics with your own biotics. You can only combo different biotics with different biotics. As far as I know, at least. Let's see, who's here? Kelly and Garrus. I guess we'll go chit-chat to them real fast. We are about to wrap this episode on up. Most of it is done. We're just going to take a quick peek around and see if we have any new side quests here. I don't think we will, but we can check real fast. We got time to spare right here as we wrap up. I don't think we'll be able to chit-chat to Kelly again. Oh, we can.
Well, I followed your advice. What do you think of my new look?
I like the blonde.
You always look great, Kelly.
Oh, you.
It's kind of our relationship, right?
It just doesn't
Friendly
seem
flirtations.
I guess that's the point. Kelly Chambers is no more. Citadel records now show me as Felicia Hannigan of the mining vessel Typhoon.
Hi, Felicia.
Nice to meet you, Felicia.
No, you can call me Kelly.
Understood. Yeah, you want to talk to her and confirm that she took your advice. That way when some shit goes down later, we know that she's safe and sound with no consequences for leaving Cerberus. We have all the proof we need now, right? That they're going to be hunting down anybody who left them. He doesn't handle rejection well.
Hey, I've assumed full control of Eclipse, and we're committed to moving forward with Aria.
Very good. It's Garrus, can't chit-chat to him.
Except the Reapers. Ever see the size of one of those things?
Yeah, they're pretty chunky. Alright, so that looks like we are in fact done here with everything. So, thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Mass Effect 3. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.